brushed aside. It's the unforgettable, yeah. Remember the name? Oh, yeah. We talk about topics, we say what we mean. No games, we keep it real and raw. Let the truth come through. Judgment free zone. This space is for you. Come get comfortable, relax, get loose. Kick off your day, shake off that bruise. Welcome to the unfiltered corner. It's true. The unforgettables here. We're riding with you. And we're riding with you.
What's up, my peoples? Welcome to the Unfiltered Corner. I am your host, the Unforgettable. What's up, people? I was supposed to be here at 7 p.m. I'm a little late, you guys, but it's all good. It is all good. Happy hump day, you guys. If you are new to my channel, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to turn on your notifications, share, and invite your peoples over here. Let me make sure you guys can hear me. I always make sure make sure that you guys can hear me. Let me make sure that you guys can hear me. Let's see. You guys can hear me. You guys can definitely hear me. Okay, cool. You guys can hear me. But anyways, you guys, we're halfway through the week, you guys. It's almost done, bro. We're almost done. The week is almost done, you guys. The weekend is almost here. That the week has been flying. But anyways, again, welcome to my channel. And let's get into this topic, you guys. Again, if you're new to this channel, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. So tonight, what we're talking about is, why has being a decent human become so difficult? You ever ask yourself that? Why has being a decent human become so difficult? This episode is about something simple that somehow became complicated. Basic human decency. I feel like a lot of people have lost this shit. How you doing, Soccer? They've lost respect. People have lost empathy. People have lost accountability. People have lost kindness. People have lost consideration. They've lost keeping their word. Hi, Auntie Jerry. How you doing, honey? Saying I'm sorry without adding a 12-minute explanation about why it was actually everybody else's fault. Because they always have an explanation. They have a I'm sorry, but then have like paragraph after paragraph as to why is it everybody else's fault but theirs. I'm doing good. Aurora, how are you? Don't forget to like and subscribe, my peoples. Let's talk about something that apparently requires a college degree now. I'm doing good, Auntie Jerry. Being a decent human being. Because somewhere along the way, basic respect became a luxury. You say hello, you're doing too much. You expect honesty, you're controlling. You establish a boundary, you're difficult. This is how they see you. You ask somebody to take accountability, right? They suddenly need space. You treat people with kindness, and somehow you're the fool. That's the way it works. And let's be honest. Some of y'all don't have a bad attitude. You have a lack of character problem in your hands. We have people who will spend 3 hours arguing about why they were justified in hurting somebody, but can't spend 30 seconds saying I was wrong. I'm going to repeat that again. We have people that will spend hours arguing about why they were justified in hurting somebody, but can't spend 30 seconds in saying I was wrong. It's truth, bro. Everybody wants grace. Everybody wants understanding. Everybody wants their trauma to be considered. But when it's time to consider somebody else's feelings, suddenly the empathy department is closed. So tonight we're asking the uncomfortable question. Why has being a decent human become so damn difficult? And this is when basic decency became optional, right? There was a time when certain things didn't need explaining. Like, say thank you, keep your word, don't intentionally hurt people, respect people's boundaries, don't embarrass people for entertainment, apologize when you're wrong, don't gossip about somebody and then smile in their face, treat people like human beings. Now people act like these are advanced relationship skills. They're not. They're the starting line of becoming a decent human being. You shouldn't receive a trophy for not being an asshole. Being respectful isn't exceptional behavior. It's the minimum. And everybody wants understanding. That's just the way it works. Everybody wants understanding. And here's where things get real. People constantly say, you don't understand what I've been through. We've all been through some shit. And sometimes that's absolutely true. Maybe we don't understand what they've been through, right? But here's the question. Does what you've been through give you permission to put everybody else through hell? Does what you've been through, but here's the question, but what you've been through, does what you've been through give you permission to put everybody else through hell? Pain can explain behavior. It doesn't automatically excuse it. Straight facts. You can have trauma. That is a great question. How are you, RDM? You can have trauma, right? And still be responsible for how you treat people. You can do both. You can be hurt and still apologize. You can be angry and still choose not to destroy people or a person. You can have trust issues and still communicate, bro. Don't forget to like and subscribe, my peoples. Your wounds, right? They deserve compassion. They do. Any trauma and wounds you're going through, they deserve compassion. But they don't get a lifetime membership to the lifetime membership in the account accountability exemption program. No exception, no exemption whatsoever. And accountability has been a personal attack. It has become a personal attack. One of the biggest problems today. You want to know? People don't know how to hear, you hurt me, without responding, well, you hurt me too. Now, we're not discussing what happened. We're playing emotional courtroom ping pong. Nobody wants to be wrong. That's crazy, bro. Nobody wants to apologize first. Nobody wants to admit, I handled that badly. Nobody wants to admit that shit. But here's the truth. Accountability doesn't mean you're a horrible person, right? Doesn't always mean that shit. It means you're capable of recognizing when you did something wrong. As humans, if you consider yourself a decent human being, you need to recognize when you do something wrong. And take accountability. It's not going to make you the worst person in the world. None of us are perfect. A mature person can say, I love you and I was wrong. Or I'm sorry, I was wrong. My bad, I was wrong. A mature person. An immature person says, I was wrong because you made me wrong. There's a fucking difference. Or it's an excuse at the end. I was wrong, but when that but comes in, that's immaturity, bro. I was wrong, but so-and-so excuse. Now, people, they confuse kindness for weakness. Kindness with weakness. Let's talk about the people who take advantage of good people. Let's talk about that. You help them. Hi, good morning, Tech from India. How are you? Welcome here. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's talk about the people who take advantage of good people. Because people like to confuse kindness with weakness. You help them and they expect it. They expect it. You forgive them and they repeat it. You show up, they stop appreciating it. You give them another chance, they start expecting unlimited chances. Because they'll take advantage of that shit. You give a person a chance, and they'll take advantage of it over and over and over, and expecting more and more chances from you. And then the moment you finally say no, suddenly you're the problem. You didn't become mean. You became unavailable for disrespect. That's different. And that's real. You become mean, you have a right to fucking say no. Will not fucking allow people to fucking disrespect you or cross boundaries with you or stop fucking with people. You have the right to do that shit. Because you're not making yourself available for fucking disrespect with people. Because lately there hasn't been a lot of decent human beings. And it's fucking ridiculous. The decency in humans has gone out the fucking door. And social media made everything worse. The decency within humans and humans, social media made everything worse. Social media has created a strange culture where people can watch somebody else's life without actually knowing them, right? That's how social media is working now, right? Any job we say they set a price for shit. Absolutely. How are you, Mahmood? Welcome. Don't forget to like and subscribe, my love. I'm telling you, social media has created a strange culture where people can watch somebody else's life without actually knowing them, because that's the way it is. People watch you without actually knowing. People comment on relationships they don't understand. People start to judge families they never met. People on social media attack strangers they've never spoken to. Imagine attacking strangers on social media that you've never crossed words with before, or you really haven't had an interaction with. Social media, like, that shit has fucked up humanity, bro. And it just gets worse. It's worse on social media than in person. People turn somebody's pain into entertainment. This is social media, bro. It's social media, but there's people like you too. Like who? Social media, everybody has an opinion. What are you saying, RDM? In social media, everybody has a diagnosis. In social media, everybody has a courtroom. Yo, straight facts, bro. But somehow, everybody forgot that there's a real human behind that screen. A real human that's breathing, that their heart is beating. That's how bad it's become. The bullying on social media, the shit talking on social media. They forget that there's a human behind that screen. Because they're not decent. They're not decent humans to understand that. Before you start typing things that are cruel and saying some fucked up shit on social media, remember, you're not commenting on a cartoon character. Right? You're talking about somebody's mother. Somebody's mother, yeah. Somebody's daughter. Somebody's father. Somebody's child. Before you get on these platforms, good for you. Which is all fake. Like yourself, you speak beyond what this kind wants us to follow. What do you mean? You say I'm fake, RDM? I'm fake? That's what you're saying? I want to be cleared on what you're saying here. Well, I love being in the car. No, I'm not homeless, Marianne. I'm in my car doing my show. Of course I'm not homeless. Somebody who's already fighting battles you know nothing about. You good. Before you start typing shit on social media to people and popping lip on social media to people and saying shit to people, saying some fucked up shit to people, right? Before you start saying some shit like that, remember, you're doing it to somebody's mother, somebody's daughter, somebody's father, somebody's child. You're doing it to somebody's family member, you know? Somebody who's already fighting battles, you don't even know what the fuck they're going through. I'm doing a show, Marianne. Let me just stay here for a while. Okay. And I'm going to tell you, why are people so comfortable being cruel? We're talking about people are not decent human beings. That's what we're talking about. Lots of people not decent human beings. It's become a difficult thing, you know? Why has being a decent human being become so difficult? That's what we're talking about. And we're talking about every aspect of it, right? Now, we're going to get into why are people so comfortable being cruel. Yeah, there's people generally rude. Yeah, there's people that are assholes, bro. You know why they're so comfortable being cruel to people on social media and in person and in general? And not, they're so comfortable doing it, they can't be a decent human being? Because cruelty gets attention. That's all it is. The attention that they lack, the cruelty, it gets that attention. Kindness doesn't always go viral. You know this. What we go through doesn't give us the right to disrespect or forget that in our hurt, we can become extremely selfish. Absolutely. Kindness doesn't always go viral. It's usually cruelty. It gets attention. That's why people are comfortable being so fucking cruel to others. You know? You know what goes viral? Drama does. Outrage goes viral. Humiliation goes viral. Conflict goes viral. Conflict goes viral. Not kindness. Imagine being an indecent human being, and because you need attention, you just start being cruel to others. It's okay, Auntie Jerry. And this is real. This is real. Just real. Also, people will watch somebody fall apart for entertainment and then wonder. Sorry, somebody was calling me, you guys. People will watch somebody falling apart for entertainment, right? And then wonder why society feels so disconnected. They'll watch others fall apart out here and on these fucking internet shit and out here in the world. just for entertainment, especially on these platforms, especially on Facebook, especially on Instagram, especially on social media platforms. And then they wonder, they have the audacity to wonder why society feels so fucking disconnected. That's the reason. You're entertaining this shit too. You're being part of the fucking problem of being cruel. We've normalized embarrassing people. We have normalized public humiliation. We've normalized recording people during their worst moments. And that's truth. Yeah, I be scrolling through Facebook sometimes like, why the fuck is this person recording this person? Or screen recording people in their worst times. Because that happens too, not in person only. People see shit on social media, on platforms, they say they screenshot, they screen record people in their worst moments. Like karma don't exist. We've normalized laughing at people's pain. Imagine sitting there and laughing at other people's pain and people's struggles. Imagine laughing at that shit. Normalizing other people, like normalize laughing at that shit like it's some type of fucking joke. That's why this world's fucked up the way it is. And then we wonder, right? Why doesn't anybody care anymore? That's why. Because there's so much fucked up shit that's being normalized by society. So much shit, especially on these fucking platforms, bro. Maybe because we've spent too much time rewarding people who don't. It's crazy. Now, the I don't owe anybody error. I don't owe anybody anything error, right? Because we're going to put it, I don't owe anybody anything error. We're going to talk about that. Let's address this one. No, you don't owe everyone access to you. You don't owe everyone your time. You don't owe everyone forgiveness. You don't owe everyone friendship. There's so much toxic kindness. Kindness can be a rough word. Kindness should make us soft. Isn't always the nice smile that is kind. You actually speak kindness. Absolutely. You gotta be, it should come out of your heart. Exactly, R&DM. It should come out of your heart, bro. You know? You don't owe everyone an explanation. But basic human decency isn't about owing somebody access, bro. You can walk away respectfully. You can end the relationship respectfully. You can say no to others respectfully. You can disagree with others on certain things respectfully. And that's a big one. A lot of people can't seem to disagree on shit and be respectful about it. They need to fucking attack each other and disrespect each other and talk down to each other. A lot of disagreements and people don't know how to be respectful. You can disagree respectfully with others, bro. You can cut somebody off, right? Without destroying the dignity. Truth. Boundaries don't require cruelty. You can protect your peace without becoming somebody else's nightmare. I'm going to say it again for the ones in the back. You can protect your peace without becoming somebody else's nightmare, somebody else's fucking headache, somebody else's fucking problem, somebody else's fucking drama starter. Hi, Kenzo. You can protect your peace without becoming somebody else's troubles. Because there's people out here that confuse that shit. I'm protecting my peace. Yeah, but you don't need to fuck around with somebody else's life while protecting your peace. You don't need to fucking torture somebody else or talk shit about them or do shit like that. Fun the last video I watched from the channel. All right, mommy. And then there's the people that we gotta call out. That's just who I am. Stop using "that's just who I am" as an excuse. Stop it. No. That's how you choose to fucking behave. Big difference. Use that excuse, "that's just who I am." No, that's how you choose to move, and that's how you choose to fucking behave. It's okay. Because if you can behave differently around your boss, right? You can behave, that's if you have a job, right? If you have a job, if you can, behave differently around your boss. Not everybody's employed. I know some aren't, some are. If you can behave different around strangers, if you can behave different around people you want to impress, because there's some people, it depends where they're at and who they're with. Their behavior depends on that, on their environment and the people they're around. I see a lot of that shit. That's fucking disgusting. If you can behave different around people you want to impress, then clearly you know how to control yourself. Clearly you can control yourself. Because you're behaving differently depending on the group you're with and who you're around. Clearly you know how to control yourself. You just choose not to. That's messed up, Kenzo. You just don't believe certain people deserve the same effort. And that's a character conversation. Your personality isn't an excuse for behavior you choose to fucking and you refuse to correct. Your personality is an excuse for that. For the behavior that you're demonstrating to others out here that you refuse to correct. I need a fucking cigarette. I so needed this, but I'm taking you with me. Just amazing. What an energy. Chill. Me too. I'm going to go have a cigarette with you. How about that? I just don't smoke in this car. I don't smoke in the car. And then it smells like damn straight fucking cigarette. That's why I was very sad when we went to Rainbow and started crying. I understand that. All right, guys. I'm taking you guys with me, too. I'm going to take y'all with me. How about that? Give me a minute, you guys, and I apologize. All right. All right. I'm taking y'all with me. Taking y'all with me. I'm gonna smoke too. How about that, RDM? Now we're gonna talk about the decency, right? It's okay, Kenzo. We're not perfect. We work on things on our own. We need time to work on certain stuff. That's okay. So now we're going to talk about decency when nobody's watching. This is a real test. Who are you, right? Ask yourself, who are you when there is No audience. Who are you? You don't have a group of people with you. You have no audience. Who are you when you have no camera? Who are you when there is no praise? Who are you when there's no reward? Imagine decency when nobody's watching. Yeah, we're going to break this down. Who are you when there is no social media post? Who are you? Who are you when there's nobody to impress? This is valid questions, you guys. Yep. Who are you? You don't have people watching. Who are you? Because anybody can perform kindness when they're being watched. Anybody can perform kindness when they're being watched. And put on an act for others when they're being watched. Character shows up in private. There's a lot of people who lack fucking character. How do you treat the person who can't do anything for you? These are valid questions. How do you treat somebody who disagrees with you? Do you talk down to them? Do you talk shit about them? Do you mistreat them? Do you push them away? These are valid questions, people. How do you treat somebody who is vulnerable? That's a big one. How do you treat them? Ask yourself that. How do you treat someone you've already gotten what you wanted from? That's where character speaks for real. That's where your true character speaks for real. That's where the true person you are shows up. It speaks volumes. Being toxic is not a personality, people. Trauma explains you. It doesn't excuse you from bad behavior. An apology without change behavior is just a commercial break before the next episode. People need to start looking within themselves and start fucking working on themselves, including me. I think I'm vulnerable for being too soft. Yeah. And people take advantage of that, Kenzo. And it's sad. Respect shouldn't depend on what somebody can do for you. Imagine only having respect for people because it depends on what they could do for you. What can you gain from them? Imagine that. You don't need to like me, but being vulnerable can be such a kindness towards the world. Absolutely, RDM. I believe it. But sometimes people take advantage. You got to just be careful and keep your eyes peeled, you know? You don't need to like me to treat me like a human being. You don't need to like certain people to treat them like a human being. You're not called to like everybody. We're going to have people we don't like in our life. You don't have to like somebody to treat them like a decent human being, bro. It doesn't take much to treat other people like a decent human being. Boundaries don't make you cruel. Cruelty makes you cruel. Big difference. That's when what you said, who are we when we are alone, really shows up. Absolutely, RDM. I agree. If accountability feels like an attack, you might be used to getting away with too fucking much shit. If you feel like you're being attacked because people are telling you to take accountability for your actions and your behaviors, then you've been getting away with shit. And it's not all right. It's not okay. Being a decent person shouldn't be considered a personality trait. It should just come out of you naturally. For last year and this year, people took advantage of me and then they blamed things on me. They did, and I always have to apologize. That's sad. That's crazy. It's not right. That's the people you stay away from. Your bad childhood doesn't give you permission to create somebody else's bad adulthood. Just because you've gone through some shit in life doesn't give you permission to go fuck with somebody else's adulthood life. It doesn't give you permission to go disrespect somebody and make their life impossible as an adult. Because everybody has been through some type of childhood, bad childhood, or some fucked up shit in their childhood. But it doesn't give permission to go fuck with somebody else's adulthood. Stop confusing honesty, because that's how they confuse that shit too much nowadays, with cruelty. Hi, Nee Marie. People need to stop confusing honesty. I'm going to put that shit in quotations with cruelty. It's okay to be honest without being fucking cruel to people and fucking doing some fucked up shit to people. Now I'm asking you guys this that are watching me. When did basic respect become so fucking difficult? I feel like people are too fucking comfortable being disrespectful to others, especially on these fucking platforms and on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat. People are too fucking comfortable doing that. I think social media has worsened that, to be honest. That's my opinion, and nobody has to agree with it. Nobody has to agree with it. But that's my fucking opinion. People are lacking respect for others, especially on platforms and Facebook, and because they're behind a fucking screen. They're lacking it. And it's difficult for them to do it because they're behind a screen. That's my opinion. And people out there in the world too. Basic respect has become so difficult for people nowadays. Now, another question I'm going to ask my audience is, do you think people are less empathetic now? Today? I do. I feel like a lot of people have lost a lot of empathy for others. They don't give a fuck about nobody but themselves. People have become too selfish, too egotistical. I think respect is difficult when we are taken outside of our comfort zone. Absolutely. Self-centered. Yes, absolutely, Nee Marie. I agree, RDM. I agree. I think people are less empathetic today. People don't give a fuck. People are just don't give a fuck about nobody's feelings. People don't give a fuck about other people. They're just thinking about themselves. That's how I feel about that. Now, this is a difficult question, right? Can someone be a good person who repeatedly does bad things? Let me tell you something. We're so used to in this society and with people to giving multiple chances to people when they fuck us over and over and over again and do bad things over and over again. If somebody continuously does bad things to me, at this point, this is my opinion, they're a bad person. It's chosen behavior. You choose to behave that way, to repeat your behavior over and over. Well, this is a good one, this question here. Does trauma excuse bad behavior? Abso-fucking-lutely not. No, it does not. I think that everybody in one way, shape, or sort in life has been through some type of trauma in their fucking life. I think everybody has been through something traumatic or some traumatic experience in their life. Okay? What Bob Marley sings, is there a place for hopeless sinner who has hurt all humankind just to save his own beliefs? Look at that shit. That's a good one. What's the name of that song? RDM. Hey, hey, I caught your live. Hey, April, how are you, baby girl? Does trauma excuse bad behavior? I want to know the name of that song, RDM. Abso-fucking-lutely not. Trauma does not excuse bad behavior. Like I said, everybody has dealt with some traumatic event in their fucking life. Everybody has dealt with some traumatic shit in their life, in their childhood or even in their adulthood. Everybody has dealt with some type of fucking fucked up shit in their life and some type of trauma. But that shit does not excuse people being bad to other motherfuckers. It doesn't excuse people being assholes to others. For real, April. It doesn't excuse people being bad to others. It doesn't excuse people disrespecting others. It doesn't excuse people crossing boundaries with others. It doesn't excuse none of that shit. That's my personal take on that question. One love, one heart. All right. Thank you, RDM. Have you ever been punished for having a boundary? Yes. People talk shit about me when I put them boundaries in place. I seen bad things when I grew up, but I'm still a good person and vulnerable. Yeah. Doesn't mean you have to be bad to people, Kenzo. Everybody's been through some fucked up shit, but doesn't mean you have to be bad to others. It's decent. It's human decency. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't cost a lot to be a decent human to others. But people need to learn this. Have you ever been punished for having a boundary? Absolutely. I've been spoken about really bad for having boundary, for setting a boundary, for cutting people off, for getting away from certain things. Absolutely. I have. Have you? Have you guys? Have you been punished for having a boundary with people or a certain group or anybody? It should make you stronger and more compassionate, but people don't get help and deal with their issues. Absolutely. Of course. Yeah, I agree. Should make you stronger and more compassionate. I agree with that. Now, this is a great question. This is great. A great question. Why do people struggle so much with accountability? I'm going to ask my audience, why do you think people struggle so much with accountability in society? People in general in society. People only worry about their own boundaries. Yes, Nee Marie. They worry about their own. When you cross their boundaries, it's all hell breaks loose. As soon as they cross yours, they don't give a fuck. I know how that works, Nee Marie. Why do people struggle so much with accountability, bro? In society and in general, because they are feared to get in trouble. That's a good one, Kenzo. Low impulse control from a certain demographic. Oh, damn. How you doing? I think that people struggle so much with accountability because there's some people out here that never want to be wrong. There's some people out here that always want to be right and never see anything wrong with what they're doing. And there's some people out here that want to point fingers at others and put 20 excuses because they don't want to take accountability. Ego. Oh, yes, Nee Marie. That's a big one. Ego. Ego is definitely a big one. I believe that people struggle with accountability because they've never learned to take accountability, and they've gotten too many passes in life, and they've been allowed to behave in the manner that they're behaving for so long that they think it's okay to continue to do it. That's what I believe. Too many passes in life. But then they come across a bitch like me or some people that are watching. I'm like, no, bitch, you're going to take accountability. No, motherfucker, you're going to take accountability. I'm not going to let that shit slide. Yo, this is a good question. Is social media making people crueler? Yes, yes, yes. I just spoke about this shit earlier. Platforms like YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat. Social media has gotten people too comfortable to be disrespectful to others and become cruel and talk hella shit. Because a lot of people feel comfortable doing that from behind a screen. Yes, yes, because they can hide behind the screen. Absolutely. Till you catch them lacking, though, and you see them face to face. That ever happened to any of y'all that are watching? Somebody that's been popping lip on social media, on Facebook, Instagram, or something, popping lip, being rude to you, and then you see them outside in public? Has that ever happened to any of y'all? I have. Call them out immediately. I had some bitch shaking in her shoes at a Burger King drive-thru. Imagine popping lip on social media. I had that bitch shaking in her shoes at her job in a drive-thru. I sure as hell did. Till you catch them lacking and you see them face to face. People think they're too comfortable with talking blah, 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 blah on social media and popping lip and thinking they're cool and thinking they're hard and thinking that they can be out here disrespecting others. Same behaviors like back in the day of school days, but as adults hiding behind their screens acting the same. Absolutely, bro. That's crazy work. When you catch them lacking, you see them. Yo, I've seen people, and I'm telling you, I've seen people that have crossed boundaries with me, that have disrespected me. And then you catch them, and it's fucking crickets. Shaking. I caught another bitch at the hospital. You know what's the funny part, you guys? She was drawing my blood. I caught a bitch lacking. She was about to draw my blood. And I called that bitch out right then and there, right before she drew my blood out. I said, if you ever fucking do that again, I'm going to break your fucking face. You guys get where I'm coming from? And she still had to draw my blood regardless. Shaking in her shoes too. I swear to God, that's exactly what shows up when people are alone. No limits, everything shows up. All that crap that we can be accountable for, but it's so scary. It's too scary. Yeah, I'm telling you. I had some people, man, fucking run and pop lip. And then you see them and it's just like, what happened? Was crickets? I caught another bitch lacking in Walmart. I have that video, actually, the one of Walmart. I caught that bitch lacking. She was acting up, acting a fool with her friend. And I said I was going to fuck them both up, right? And let me tell you, I stayed up all night. I tell you guys, I'm an open book. I stayed up all night. I was pissed. Mr. Unforgettable was like, you need to calm down. You need to get some sleep. Because I was fucking fuming. I was ready to go to jail and wear the orange outfit and fucking be there for years, bro. Maybe for life. Because of what she pulled off with the other one. Let me tell you, I didn't sleep that night. I stayed up all night. And just as I was pissed from the day before and all night and I didn't sleep, that morning, yeah, orange is the new black. yeah, me, Marie. I was across the street and the bitch comes rolling out from where we live. I'm an open book, man. RDM, I'm an open book. I say what the fuck I gotta say. I'm not scared. And let me tell you, I went into Walmart not expecting the bitch to be there. And I caught that bitch lacking. I thought she was gonna catch a stroke. I got in her face. I said, what's up? I have that video, you guys. I'm not even lying. I wish I could pull it up on my screen. I wish I had I knew how to fuck with this, like with StreamYard and shit like that. StreamYard. And I could pull up the video on the screen so you guys can see for yourself. I got in her face, motherfuckers. I got in her face. I got into this bitch's face. And I said, what happened with all that bullshit you was pulling off yesterday with your bitch? Now you alone? What happened now? What's up? Yo, she was gonna collapse. When I say she was gonna collapse, I thought she was gonna end up having some type of seizure or something. That's how bad she was shaking. Yeah, they're not self-aware at all. Because I'm a small person. But I'm a one-man army. Because if I can't with you with my hands, you best believe I'm going to grab a weapon or something. Trust and believe, I'm a dangerous bitch. That's just the way I am. If somebody's fucking with me, or multiple people, you better run. Because I become dangerous. And I see red. And that's the way I felt. How about not telling you the boundaries, then getting pissed for crossing them? Oh, yes. Hey, bro, that's a good one. Bro, that's a good one. How about not telling you the boundaries, then getting pissed for crossing them? Yep, that's true. But let me tell you, I went into that woman. That girl, I thought she was going to fucking collapse. She went to speak to the manager. I was like, let's go. Let's go speak to the manager. I went with her to speak to the manager. I was listening up. I'm an asshole. I'm an asshole. I'm a fucking asshole. Like, I literally clowned her. In the Walmart. Let's go. Let's go talk to the manager, bitch. Let's go. Because I'm going to talk shit to you right in front of the manager, too. I could fucking knock you on your ass right here. I did. I'm going to call the cops, bitch. I'll wait. Go ahead. Call the fucking cops, bitch. Call them. I don't give a fuck about the cops. What the fuck's the matter with you? People don't understand where they take you to, on what levels they take you to. People don't understand. And sometimes people fuck with people that don't know what they're capable of doing. Some people, they're stupid. I was like, let's go wait on the cops, bitch. I will fuck you up in front of the cops. How about that? I will give you a fucking black eye in front of the cop. I will beat your ass in front of the cop. I will drag you in front of the cop. Like, yo, on some shit. It was so-and-so that she left her cart. Because she knew she couldn't fucks with me. She got into her car and she left. Yeah. She left. She left the store. I get that name, Marie. She left the store. So, the moral of the stories I'm telling you is, social media has been making people crueler. People too comfortable disrespecting motherfuckers. Have you ever had to distance yourself from someone because of their character? That's another good question. Have you guys ever had to distance yourself from somebody because of their character? Yes. Plenty of fucking times. Plenty of fucking times. Even family members. Because of their character. There's so many fucking mosquitoes out here. Let me spark a cigarette so they can go away. I've had to fucking cut people off because of their character. Like, bitch, You're trying to act like you a storm, but I'm a hurricane, volcano, and a tsunami all in one. Like, this is not going to work. This is the way I think. That's the way I think. I have had to distance myself from people because of their character. Yeah, the mosquitoes are awful, Marie. I have had to distance myself from people because of their character. Because I know how I am. And I could get pissed. And I'll become a hurricane. I'll become everything. AK-47. You know? I become a tsunami. They think they're the storm and I'm all of it all in one. All the catastrophic weathers in one. And catastrophic things in the earth in one. So you know what I do? I make a good decision because they're probably safer. Absolutely, RDM. Let me tell you something. What I do is I think about my children. I think about Mr. Unforgettable. You know, my kids still need me. I'm going to be a grandma. Or even before I knew I was going to be a grandma. Like, I think about this shit. And I'm like, is it really worth rocking orange right now when I have so much to lose? Like Sophia said in the interview, my phone is way too loud with comment, but when I put down my phone and look around the diner, then no one knows how I am. Like, catch some butterflies about haters. Yeah. I'm more of a sniper in the woods. Can't see me coming. Yes. I agree. I understand, Kenzo. I'm telling you. It gets dangerous, bro. What's one basic act of kindness you think people have forgotten, you guys? One basic act of kindness that you think people have forgotten to put into use. I feel like people have forgotten to have empathy for others. And just basic respect. People have forgotten about respect for others. That's a big one. Holding doors, please, and thank yous. Oh, girl, I know about that shit. You know how many times I've been to Dunkin's and these men act like little bitches and they're going to let the door close. And I said, thank you, sir. Because I make it aware, too. I said, thank you, sir. I make them feel some fucking type of way. I sure as hell do. So they don't forget not to do that shit again. Not to me, but to other people. That's a good one, me Marie. Now, this is a good question. Good question. This is a good one. Do you think people want accountability or just validation? I don't think there's a lot of people that are roaming this earth that don't want accountability. Don't even look behind them. Yo, girl, for real, bro. They won't look behind them. They don't give a fuck if you're walking behind them. We easily forget that our problems are not the neighbors. What do you mean, RDM? What do you mean by that, RDM? We easily forget that our problems are not our neighbors. Do you think people want accountability or just validation? People want validation. Absolutely. They don't want to take accountability. They just want validation from everybody else. So, look at the world's so fucked up. Our problems are not to project on others. Absolutely. I agree with that, RDM. Yeah, accountability is too much work. And you're right, RDM. Our problems are not to project on others. Absolutely. Can't project our problems onto other people. You're right. We need to learn to be better humans. Now, this is the look in the mirror section, right? Because although we're calling out these behaviors, right, we can see the thing, you know, we can see this from the other aspect, right? Because we have to hold ourselves accountable, too. Like sometimes when we're doing some fucked up shit. I'm going to turn the conversation for me and for you guys, right, that are watching. Because this episode just can't be like Look how terrible everybody else is. Oh, Jesus, Hanzo. We can't just see, look at how terrible everybody else is. We can't have that mindset either. We need to ask, right? Am I part of the problem? I'm not going to lie. Sometimes I am part of the problem on certain aspects. Hi, Branny. How are you? Much love, baby girl. I'm not going to lie. Sometimes I am part of the problem, and I need to work on that. At least I can take accountability. I have my issues. I need to learn. We're all learning, little by little, you know? You need to ask yourself, am I part of the problem? Sometimes. Sometimes. Because sometimes I forget how to be a decent human being and I start feeding into shit I shouldn't be feeding into. So I can take accountability for that. Hell yeah. I start feeding into stuff I shouldn't be feeding into. Like I can take accountability for that. That's straight up. I at least could take that accountability. Hey, I'm not perfection by intent but intent is never bad. Absolutely. We need to look at ourselves too. Am I the problem? Part of the problem? Sometimes. I ain't gonna lie, sometimes I'm part of the problem. You gotta ask yourself, have you apologized? I'm not gonna lie. Some people I haven't apologized to. And some people I have. Because sometimes we don't feel like apologizing. That's me. I don't feel like apologizing sometimes. But sometimes I need to come and bring it a few notches down and apologize when I'm wrong. Right? I gotta admit that shit. Ask yourself, have you listened? The beautiful problem. The beautiful problem, Nima. You fucking, oh my God. Ask yourself, have you listened? There are times that I haven't listened. I just jumped the gun. And I think I'm not the only one that does that. We immediately just jump the gun. There's times I haven't listened. I just fucking jump the gun and I start fucking flipping the fuck out. That happens to me with my kids and I need to learn. I need to be better with that. It's happened to me with outsiders too. I don't learn to listen and I jump the gun immediately. So I forget to listen sometimes. I think I let my emotions get the best of me. Now, this is a good question. Have you been unnecessarily cruel? Let me tell you something. This question is a good question. Have you been unnecessarily cruel? I can say that I have never been unnecessarily cruel to nobody. I'm usually nice to people. I'm usually good to people. I give a lot of people the benefit of the doubt. I'm not cruel to somebody unless they fuck with me. But, I have been unnecessarily rude on social media. Yes, I have. I have. I can admit to that shit. Hola, ¿cómo está, mami? Saluda a mi gente. Is my neighbor? Say hi. Dile hola, mi gente. It's my neighbor. It's another neighbor. Oh, my neighbors.
Dile que eres muy querida.
Oh, dile, we love her. Dile, we love her.
We love her.
Yeah, she says in Spanish, tell them that you're well loved in this neighborhood.
Yeah.
And she said, what do you say?
She paid me to say
Oh my God. She's so fucking funny. My neighbor, she's hilarious. She said, you let them know that you're well loved in this neighborhood. We are not a pizza. We can't please everybody, says my sister. And I have been cruel unnecessarily. That's everyone's learning loop. Absolutely. I think I've been unnecessarily rude on social media. Will you be my neighbor? Yeah, absolutely, RDM. I agree. I think I've had a share of both. Like I haven't been unnecessarily rude unless somebody has fucking provoked me. unnecessarily cruel, I mean. But I have been unnecessarily uncruel on social media and through text messages or stuff like that. I have to agree to that. That's what accountability looks like, people. You know? Oh, this is a big one, you guys. This is a big one. Have you held grudges? Yes, the fuck I have. I have held grudges on motherfuckers. Listen, right now I'm holding a grudge on a bitch that came fucking with me for no reason on social media and mentioned my mother. My mother passed away 3 years ago. I'm holding on to that grudge. And when I catch the bitch, I'm going to handle my business. Of course. I have. I've held a lot of grudges. Yeah, accountability is healing. Hell yeah, Brenny. Yeah, I could take accountability when I'm fucking wrong. I say some fucked up shit. I've done some fucked up shit. None of us are perfect. I hate the people that say that they've never done some fucked up shit. That's the fucked up part. I hate those fuckers that think that they're perfect and never done some shit like that. They're fucking saints. They're Jesus walking on the earth when they're in fact Judases on the earth. Those are the people that piss me off. That never take accountability and feel like they've done nobody wrong. You know what I'm saying? I hate those type of motherfuckers. No, not hate, dislike. Because that's the better proper word. That's the proper word. I dislike motherfuckers like that. Of course, isn't that human? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely, RDM. Not so much I learned to forgive a long time ago, but I don't forget fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, you better run. That's a good one, E. Marie. I don't know. I've held grudges against people. Some bitch fuck with me for no damn reason. And she mentioned my mama. My mama passed away 3 years ago, and I'm still holding that grudge. I'm not going to lie. Like, bitch, you're going to have to square up when you see me. There ain't no talking. I'm going to drag you. Fucking straight up. I held grudges. And then there's grudges that I held on to for a short time period, and then they've gone away. I can forgive, but the trust won't come back. Absolutely, Bernie. I agree with that one. It hurts me. I hate when people mention my mother so much. Oh, yeah, Kenzo. I totally understand. If you guys don't know, you see Kenzo right here in the chat? That's my daughter. You see, that's my daughter. Kenzo, she's my mod. And what better person that knows more than my kid that she's a mod? Yeah, moms, you better run. Absolutely. She says, I hate when people mention my mother. It hurts me. Hi, Kenzo, but she's a beautiful. She's beautiful. You guys can go see my kids. They're on my platform. I always take pictures of my kids and my family whenever we're doing sign out there, videos, and I put them up on my platform. You guys can go check it out. Have you expected grace while refusing to give it? Have you expected grace while refusing to give it? No. I try to give as much grace as I can to everybody around me. And I would expect it back. But in the society we live in, not many people are giving grace, bro. They're not putting that into practice, having grace for others. I can't have grace for other people. My daughter, oh yeah, remember the trailer kids, they were talking bad about you. Look at my daughter. She says, remember they were talking bad about you. My daughter's 23, Nimari, that's awesome. I have an almost 21-year-old. I did something to them before I left that other school. Yeah, my daughter got into a physical altercation over that shit, you guys. That's what she's explaining to you guys. She was tired of the disrespect. No, because they're too self-seeking. Absolutely. My son is 19. I have an almost 19-year-old too, named Nimari. So I have my daughter. This daughter you guys see here is 15, my mod. My other daughter, she's been on here on my platform. She's 16. My son, that's going to make me a grandmother, he's going to be 19. And my oldest son is 21. Well, he'll be 21 next month. Yes, ma'am. 15 and fabulous. Now ask yourself this. Have you demanded honesty while punishing the person for telling you the truth? Yes. Thank you, RDM. Have you demanded honesty while punishing people for telling you the truth? Yes. Not ready to be a grandmother quite yet. The babies are blessings. Absolutely. I wasn't ready, but it happened, girl. They gave me the news the other day. I was like, okay, I started to cry, but it's chill. I'm ready for it. Have you demanded honesty while punishing people for telling you the truth? Yes. I can say I'm an open book here. It's happened with Mr. Unforgettable. I demand honesty, and then I get pissed off at him. And I get into it with Mr. Unforgettable. And it's fucked up, and I have to have self-awareness. Like, damn, I just asked this man to be honest with me, and when he finally does, I get pissed off, and I get into it with him. You know what I'm saying? My 4 kids are 26, 30, 33, 36. Oh, shit. Brenny, your kids. Not ready to be a grandmother. But yeah, well, congratulations. I'm ready to be an auntie. I'll be there for that baby. At least they're taking accountability. Yes, yes. Absolutely, Nee Marie. That is awesome, Brenny. Your kids are older. Yeah, well, marriage, it's a whole different ballgame of rules, mostly mine. Yeah. I totally get that, Nee Marie. Let me tell you. That's happened to me with my husband. And then I kind of have to kind of like sit back and be like, damn, I'm requesting him to be honest with me. And then I get pissed off. So I got to stop doing that. I got to do better and then he won't be honest to me. It'll be hard because and then he's going to be like, well, I'm going to be honest if she's going to be beefing with me. She's going to be fighting with me. You get what I'm saying, you guys? This is a good question. Have you used your pain as permission to hurt somebody? Have you used your pain as permission to hurt somebody? My grandkids are between 3 months and 18 years. Oh, shit. Bernie, how many grandkids you have, baby girl? How many grandkids you got? I can't wait for my grandbaby to come. Have you used your pain as permission to hurt somebody? I haven't. You have no permission to be out here hurting people because you've been through some pain and some fucked up shit. Wow, 6 grandkids. Woohoo, Grammy. That is awesome, Brenny. Oh, man. I'm going to have my first one, so I'm like, it's exciting, right? It's nice to have, it's a whole different ballgame when you have grandkids, I heard. 9 more months and I be an auntie. I told Ali she's excited. Oh, see, my baby's excited to be an auntie. And my other daughter to go get help. Yeah, no, but it will hurt them anyway. Accountability, as you say. Absolutely, RDM. And that's where the conversation gets uncomfortable, you guys. Because decency isn't something we should demand from everybody else while giving ourselves an exemption. We can't expect decency from everybody else around us and expect ourselves to be exempt from that. We need to be decent human beings too. We want people to be decent with us. We need to be decent with them. Truth. Being a decent human being. No, but it will hurt them anyway. I'm going to be Auntie Kenzo. Auntie Kenzo, yes, Bernie. Hey, Bernie. Being a decent human doesn't mean being perfect, okay? Because nobody's perfect. The only that walked on this earth that was perfect was Jesus. That's it. You're going to mess up. And you're going to lose your temper because everybody loses their temper. You're going to say the wrong thing. We've all been there plenty of times. You're going to hurt somebody unintentionally. Facts. That's life. The difference is what happens after. Do you take responsibility? Do you apologize? Yeah, that's why intent is important to realize. I agree, Nee Marie. Do you repair what you damaged? Did you learn something from it? That's a big one. Did you change? I want to get a job before the baby comes so I can buy something. Because perfection isn't the requirement. Character is, bro. Character says a lot. Not perfection. We don't want perfection. Just character. So maybe the question isn't just, why has being a decent human become so difficult? You know? Maybe the question is, why have we decided that being decent isn't necessary anymore? There's a lot of people that feel that being decent, a decent human being, isn't necessary anymore. We have normalized disrespect. We have normalized dishonesty. Or do you expect others to acknowledge your effort? Yeah, truth, RDM. Always learning, Brenny, yes. Have we normalized this? We have normalized dishonesty. We have normalized in society selfishness. That's a big one. We have normalized cruelty. And then we get shocked when nobody trusts nobody. Because all of this that I've just named has become the norm in society. Someone decent will not show it. Yeah. I'm going to give that baby the world because I can. I get it, Kenzo. You got a long ways to go. They told her the same thing. God has the last word. But here's the thing. You don't have to participate. You can still be kind. You can still be respectful. You can still keep your word. You can still apologize. You can still have boundaries without being cruel. You can still walk away without destroying somebody. And you can still have a heart without being a damn fool. Because being a decent human being isn't weakness. It's character. And if being kind makes me old-fashioned, fine. I'll be old-fashioned. If respecting makes me different, if respecting people makes me different, fine. I'll be fucking different. Because I'd rather be called soft for having a heart than celebrated for having none. Kenzo, listen to this. Because I'd rather be called soft. You say you're vulnerable and you're soft. You'd rather be called soft for having a heart than celebrated for having none. Because nowadays people celebrate for the heartless people and applaud people like that. People need to look in the mirror. Absolutely, mirror. You want to put that in the chat? The little mirror? We all need to look in the mirror and realize our own shit, you know? Even Jesus was humiliated, degraded, spat on. Did he give up? But he's an ideal. Yeah? Jesus, everything. He was dragged, everything. He was beat. It was crazy. They gave him vinegar to drink. That's crazy. You can't be this cruel in life to give somebody that has been thirsty to fucking drink vinegar. That's crazy work. That's how bad these people were. Badass people. That's true, RDM. let me leave you with this. Well, let me do my final mic drop first. You don't have to be perfect, right? You don't have to agree with everybody. Take it. My previous comment never hit. Hello, Everton. How are you? Father, forgive them, for they know what they do. Unconditional love. Yeah, he told them to forgive them. Father, forgive them because they don't know what they're doing. You're right, Nee Marie. That's all we got to start saying. Father, forgive them because they don't know what they're doing. Right, Nee Marie? Right, Averill? All of us need to start saying that. Father, forgive them. They don't know what they're doing. Well, they do, but they choose to do that. But Father, forgive them anyways. I know it's tough because we're humans. We get pissed. You don't have to agree with everybody. You don't even have to like everybody. But for God's sake, be a decent human being. Because the world doesn't need more people proving how tough, how ruthless, how savage, or unbothered that they are. Not no right in the head. Absolutely, Nee Marie. It needs people who still knows how to say I was wrong. The world needs people that still know how to say I'm sorry. The world needs people that know how to say thank you. The world needs people that know how to say I understand. The world needs people that ask, are you okay? And most importantly, I would never want someone to treat me the way I just treated you. Facts. You don't want somebody treating you the way you're treating others. If you're being an indecent human being, you're being indecent, and people gave you a taste of your own medicine and treating you like that, I'm sure you wouldn't like it. It's disgusting. Yeah. That's good, Kenzo. It's good to treat people decent and with respect and love and empathy. That's not weakness, you guys. That's character. And if basic decency feels revolutionary now, maybe it's time we start a damn revolution, bro. Hi, Ritik. How are you? Don't forget to like and subscribe, my peoples. Much love. Let me leave you with this, you guys, right? You don't have to like everybody, like I said. You don't have to forgive everybody. You don't have to keep everybody in your life. You don't have to. That's not what I'm trying to say at all. You don't need to keep people in your life. That's not what I'm trying to say at all. Idols, artists going through bad times and hate. Yep, I'm still here listening, just minding the 3-month-old. Ooh, the 3-month-old. I'm excited for you, Brandy. Much love to you, Brandy. Do you think we should fake it or hurt even if we aren't feeling kind? No, we should never fake hurt. I'm good. Thanks for asking. No much love. Do you think we should fake it or hurt? Fake hurt even if we aren't feeling kind? No. I don't. But even if you're not feeling kind, you shouldn't be unkind to others. Like, I don't think you should be mean to others because you're hurt. But you do need to stop using your bad attitude so we can act and hurt them. No. I don't feel like you need to act. Look, this is my take on that shit, right? If I'm hurt, right? I try to avoid people when I'm too hurt. I'm going to keep it 100% real. I don't know how other people here on my platform deal with that. When I'm hurt or going through something hurtful, I try to avoid people because although I don't want to lash out on others, it can happen because I'm hurt, right? So I try to avoid people. And then there are times that people are unavoidable because you're in a public place. And I try to, like you said, act, smile through it all because, I mean, I don't need to take out my frustrations and my hurt on others. You get where I'm coming from, RDM? But that's just me. Everybody acts different with their hurt. But you do need to stop using your bad attitude, your trauma, your ego, and your "that's just who I am" bullshit as an excuse to treat people like garbage. Because being disrespectful isn't being real. Being cruel isn't being strong. So just give the look. I don't know. I try to change my face. You don't even fucking know. I have such a hard time with the RDM. When I'm hurt, I stay quiet, listen to music, read and play games. Yeah, but when you're in public, Kenzo, that's what what RDM is referring to. When you're around people, and it's hard to it's hard to deal with that. Where you can't hide and do those things. You get what I'm saying? I mean, you do get quiet though. Being cruel isn't being strong. Being selfish isn't having boundaries. And hurting people before they can hurt you doesn't make you powerful. Because there's a lot of people out here. Oh, at work. Oh my God. I be giving stank eyes. Look at least Kenzo can admit to it. She gives a stank eye at work. That must be hard at work. Self-control isn't always easy. Yes, I agree, Marie. Yeah, at work, that's fucking hard, RDM. I don't know. When you're hurt and you feel some type of hurt and you're trying to avoid lashing out on somebody and taking it out on them, that's fucking hard. I'm not gonna lie. That's tough. And that's happened to me at work. That's fucking tough. In public, it's hard. Self-control isn't always easy. Yes, Marie. And hurting people before they can hurt you doesn't make you powerful. It makes you wounded. And here's the part some of y'all aren't going to like. One day, somebody is going to treat you exactly how you've been treating everybody else. There was a movie that said violence is the last resource of unlimited mind. Can't remember the movie, but it really stuck. Yeah, let me know what the name of that movie is. There was a movie that said violence is the last resource of a limited mind. Violence is the last resource of a limited mind. Well, I try not to be violent. And I'm not gonna lie, I've gotten there. And maybe my mind was limited during that time. I've gotten there. But that's noted. Like Tenzo said, noted. I've gone there. Maybe I was a limited mind at certain points in my life because I've gotten violent. You know, maybe so. But that's truth. One day somebody's going to treat you exactly how you treat everybody else. And when you finally feel that disrespect, that betrayal, that coldness, don't ask why people change or why they're behaving like that. Don't ask. Absolutely. Too much to lose. I listen to her in Spanish. Dubbing sometimes ruins it. You listen to who in Spanish? Was it the last Starfighter movie? Look in the damn mirror. All my people in the chat, put a mirror. Even the hate watchers, if you're here. Because I know there's hate watching going on in here. Put mirrors in the chat. Because it's saying, look in the damn mirror. I'm going to go on here and I'm going to put a mirror. My friend has a mother with narcissistic traits. As a result, my friend became a people pleaser and developed excessive empathy, which emotionally drains. That's fucking sad. I'm so sorry to hear that. I am so fucking sorry to hear that. It does become draining, becoming a people pleaser. That is fucking draining. becoming a people pleaser, that shit sucks. Because it does drain you. Especially dealing with narcissistic people. That shit will drain the fucking life out of you. That shit will... You won't have the energy anymore because it drains the life out of you. It will drain the life out of you. Hold on, guys. I forgot to do this at the beginning of my stream. I forgot to do this at the beginning of my stream. I forgot. Usually I put my Cash App up if people want to support my channel. And I pin it. And I never did it. But you guys are here. You're supporting my channel already. I'm not begging people for money. But it's up to y'all. Y'all can support the channel while being here and having conversation with me. I'm enjoying this. But anyways. Look in the damn mirror. People pleaser through school and online. That's sad, bro. That's hard. And we need to learn boundaries and not to learn to not people please so much when it's getting draining, Kenzo. Because karma doesn't always come knocking with a warning. That's a good one. Karma doesn't always come knocking with a warning. Mr. Unforgettable made a great point the other night. He said karma caught him when things were good in his life, when he least suspected it. He was talking about his situations that he knew karma was real. And it always caught up to him in the wrong timing, which he was doing great, and it caught him off guard. That's what Mr. Unforgettable was talking about. Because karma doesn't always come knocking with a warning, people. Sometimes karma looks like people finally realizing they don't have to tolerate your bullshit anymore. They start to see you for who you are. People finally realizing they don't have to tolerate your shit anymore. And they keep it moving. So be petty if you must, right? Be petty if you must. Be loud if you must. Walk away if you must. But don't ever be so committed to your ego that you forget how to be a human. Because there's a lot of people out here committed to their ego so bad that they forget to be a fucking decent human being. And they forget to be decent to others and treat them like human beings. Because the world has enough assholes. We don't need another one. We don't need to make those numbers higher. And that's pertaining to all of us in general. I helped her recognize the abuse, validated her decision to go no contact, and taught her boundaries. Now she's living for herself, not other expectations. Absolutely, Rithik. Yo, you're good friends. You're good for doing that, standing by your friend and helping her open her eyes. That's wonderful. You're a good friend. That's what real friends do. You help them. And you teach them how to bring up their boundaries. Some people were never taught that. So scared to do it, you know? The world has enough assholes. We don't need another one. Be better, people. Do better. Or at least stop pretending you don't know the difference, bro. Stop pretending you don't know the difference. There's plenty of people out here that pretend they don't know the difference. They know how to be decent to others. They pretend they don't know how to do that. So you act like that with them. And that goes for us too. We need to learn to be decent human beings to others. Because just like we don't want people doing shit to us, we can't be doing it to others too. Just we don't like people being cruel to us, we can't be cruel to others. Just like we don't like being disrespected, we shouldn't be disrespecting others. Just like we don't want to be talked about, we shouldn't talk about others. Just in general, bro. Everybody is learning in the circle, even us. You know what I'm saying, you guys? You guys know this is the Unfiltered Corner, where we don't sugarcoat shit. We don't sugarcoat the truth. We put it on the table and we let it piss somebody off. We put the truth on the table and we let it piss somebody off. And when it pisses somebody off, they'll get over it. Shit. I've learned some shit out of here about myself too that I need to work on. That I'm probably pissed off realizing that I'm doing wrong. But fuck it. We need to drop our egos and we need to work on ourselves and be better people. We don't need to be out here living like assholes and being assholes to others and mistreating others, being cruel to others and being a fucking miserable fucking piece of shit to others. You know what I'm saying, you guys? Many people don't realize they're being manipulated. Oh, yes, that's so true. Manipulators are cowards. They use love and emotions to control others for their own selfish shit. Oh, damn. That's a good one. People, Rithik Toon says, many people don't realize they're being manipulated. And Rithik is talking about this because Rithik let me know about the experience of a friend that was around her mother that had narcissistic traits, and then she was a people pleaser and it was draining, and you know. And so that's why Rithik is explaining this. Many people don't realize they're being manipulated. Manipulators are cowards. They use love and emotions to control others for their own selfish shit. That's truth. We aren't less when we do empathy others like us. We too can give ourselves some good tough love. Absolutely. And some grace. We can give ourselves some grace, RDM. I agree. We got to learn to give ourselves some grace because we ain't perfect. We always going to fuck up. We always going to do something that's some fucked up shit. But we need to learn. We need to do better. Self-awareness is key. When we find ourselves in these predicaments and we doing some fucked up shit to people and some cruel shit to people, saying some cruel shit, acting up, doing things that's way out of pocket, being indecent to other people, we need to have self-awareness and work on those fucking issues on our own too. We need to work on ourselves too. Self-awareness is key. Thanks for listening, my experience. Yes, Rithik, no problem. You're welcome here anytime. This is a judgment-free zone. I like listening to everybody's experience, everybody talking here. I love it. I love getting a little bit of insight of everybody. Even if I don't agree with what a person is saying, I always like listening to it and taking into account. I like to listen to people, what they have to say. I don't disregard anybody's opinion unless it's disrespectful to me or they're doing some fucked up shit on my platform. So you're more than welcome. You're welcome here. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. You're welcome here, and just turn on your notifications so you know when I'm live. But you guys, that's just truth. We need to figure out what we need to work on ourselves too. We got to give ourselves grace, but we have to have self-awareness too, because sometimes we could end up in these predicaments too and been doing some fucked up shit like this, you know? And sometimes there's people out here that just need fucking mirrors. Hey, fuck it. Maybe I need a mirror sometimes to see, okay, am I doing some fucked up shit? Am I doing this, that, and the third? Maybe I need a fucking mirror too to be like, okay, I got to fix this shit. I got to fucking make this better. I got to work on this part of my life. I need to work on this part of my character. I need to do this, that, and the third. It's fucking accountability. It's good to take accountability. This world is getting worse by the day, people. We can't be out here being some fucked up people. We need to be learn to be decent human beings in life, in true life, out here in society and on platforms and on Facebook and on Instagram and on YouTube and on fucking Instagram and fucking Snapchat. We need to learn how to be decent to other people. Because sometimes we don't know what other people are going through on the other side of the screen when we're on these platforms. And sometimes we don't know what people are going through when we're on the streets with these fucking people. We don't know what somebody's going through. And we can't be fucked up. Straight up. I'm just keeping it 100% real with y'all. Can't be out here mistreating people. People are too comfortable disrespecting others and saying some fucked up shit. Just fucking put that ego to a side. People need to put that, even me, to apologize when it's necessary. Forgive when it's necessary. Change behaviors when necessary. That's why I'm doing me. I love being on this platform. You know why I like being on this platform? Because I talk about different topics and I get views from different aspects of people that talk here. And I learn with you guys when I'm reading all this stuff and talking about all these good points. We all learning together. It's a learning experience for everybody. Because I know people sit on platforms and they out here talking about shit, but not learning shit from it. Not learning shit from it. They're just out here to school other people. No. When I do this shit, I love to learn too. It's a learning experience for me too. I want to be schooled too. I want to school myself too, along with others. Like, let's school each other. Let's help each other. Let's build each other. That's my mindset. We all learning together. We're all going to learn from this. Not out here to say, you got to do this, you got to do this, you got to do this, and not putting into practice what I'm preaching on here. A lot of my topics, I like to put into practice what I preach to. I take accountability when I'm wrong, and I take accountability when I'm fucked up or when I'm in certain predicaments or whatever. I like to practice what I preach. If I'm preaching to you guys what I'm learning, like certain topics or whatever on here, every topic I talk about, it's a learning experience for me too. It's a learning experience for all of us. It's not only me telling people you need to do this, that, no, we all doing it together. And I like when you guys talk to me about your experiences out here. You like when we're talking about certain topics, you guys start telling me, oh, this is what happened to me at work, or this is what happened to me today, or this is what I went through in the past. I love listening to this stuff. I love reading you guys' comments because sometimes we think we have it bad, but other people have it worse. You know what I'm saying? When my friend wanted money to watch a movie or buy her favorite food as a child, her mom would make her, hold on. Her mom would make her finish all the household chores first. If she refused, her mom would guilt trip her by saying, look at how daughters in the village help their mothers. Oh my God, that's so fucking sad, bro. The guilt tripping is fucking awful. There's many people in society giving guilt trips to others. It's fucked up, bro. And that's sad, from a mother to a daughter, bro. She was also forced to take care of her younger brother and was blamed whenever he cried. Oh my God. That's fucked up, bro. I hope your friend is doing okay nowadays, Rithik. I hope this friend has healed from all that and has seeked the help that they need, and they're doing good in life and they're succeeding. That's crazy. My mother is too a narcissist. Oh, damn. People pleasing. I taught it to myself so I wouldn't be the focus of the wrath. Oh my God, RDM. That's what was in my mind when I joined Trauma and What We Want. What we want to. Yes. I'm sorry you have to go through that too. Your mother too, a narcissist. I'm sorry to hear that, RDM. The people pleasing becomes big when you deal with that type of behavior. You should be a therapist or a counselor. No, absolutely not. To do can hurt others. It is so difficult to unlearn it. This chat helps so much. Absolutely, RDM. You're welcome here every single time you subscribe to my channel. Yo, we talk about different topics. We talk about mental health. We talk about marriages. We talk about relationships. We talk about friendships. We talk about society. We talk about teenagers. We talk about it all here. We could all learn together. I love listening to you. I love reading what you guys are telling me. This is helping me too, because there's times I sit here, you guys, honestly, I'm gonna keep it 100% real. There's times I sit here and I think I'm going through the worst shit in my life. Or I have it bad. You know, we put ourselves in that predicament. Damn, I'm going through some shit. You think you got it the worst. And then people speak up and they tell me what they've been through or what they've dealt with or things that they're still healing from, or they tell me their experience. And let me tell you something. I'm like, damn, I don't even got it that bad in life, bro. These people are really going through it. You be screaming on top of your lungs while being therapist or counselor. Oh, Kenzo, cut it out. Kenzo is saying that I'd be screaming at the top of my lungs if I was a therapist or a counselor. Nah. I think I'd be a good one-on-one counselor. Like, I can help somebody and guide them. The good thing I have is humor. I do have humor, so I like to laugh and trip and stuff like that. I think I can bring in humor into helping others. You know what I'm saying? I think laughing is a good therapy. It's good for the soul. And I think that'll help out a lot of people. Laughing is a good thing for the human race. That's my opinion. You know what I'm saying? I got good humor. But I think that because I deal with so much, that's why I do it on this platform. I think that I can help others on this platform. It's almost the same thing, Kenzo. It's almost the same thing. We helping each other here, you know? We're talking about it here. I think we're doing good on this platform. I don't think I can like open up a business or go and take a course and then go sit one-on-one with a person. Maybe I can. I don't know. I'm doing it here on a live platform with complete strangers and people that I know. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But then I'll get ratchet sometimes, you guys. I'm not going to lie. I'll be like, oh, she hit you. You better smack that bitch back. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, you guys. I'm sorry. I say that. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I could deal with that. Oh my God, you popped up in my algos. I wonder where you went. Glad you're good. Met you once and you shined in the crowd. People envy charisma and do mean things. Peace, girl. Hey, Rogue Townie, how are you? How you been? I haven't seen you in a while. I haven't seen you in a very long time. How you been? I'm good, baby girl. We just talking about meaningful stuff. I love talking about this stuff. Met you once and you shined in the crowd. The Rogue Townie, you guys know her from different platforms like JFK's, and she's been on other platforms. And she said that she's met me. People envy charisma and do mean things. Peace, girl. Yeah, girl. I'm not trying to like come after people. Don't forget to like and subscribe, my people. It's like for real. Like I'm not out here to fucking intentionally hurt people. It helps me learn about everything about health and issues. Absolutely, Kenzo, and learn about your feelings. Yes. Yeah, she won't heal overnight. It's a process. Yes, Rithik, I agree. She developed many coping traits to survive a narcissistic parent. I'm supporting her, encouraging her to get professional help. Yes, the best thing you can do is support her to get professional help. Listen, she could come join my channel. She can learn from certain things here, but like, I'm not a professional. I think professional is best for her. And you're being a good friend to help her out and guiding her. I'm reminding her that none of this was her fault. I'm helping her rediscover her own identity because she lost herself in the abuse. Oh my God. I'm so sorry to hear that, bro. That's crazy, bro. How people can lose their own identity because of abuse, bro. Like I don't understand how there's parents out here abusing their fucking kids like that. Like that's just fucking crazy. You can't be a narcissist with your own children that you fucking brought into this world. I'm glad you're good, the Rogue Townie. It's nice to see you here. I'm so glad. Like I haven't seen you so much. I don't know if you go onto the platforms. I don't go onto any of the platforms anymore. I opened up my platform. I removed myself from everything. I'm here just chilling. And we talk about different topics. Mr. Unforgettable is behind you. Laughing my ass off. Yes. Mr. Unforgettable, come here. They said Mr. Unforgettable is behind you. Say hi. Mr. Unforgettable, say hi to my peoples. Say hi.
What's up, what's up, what's up?
Mr. Unforgettable. And my friend lost her biological father when she was 9 months old. Oh, that's hard. Rithik, a friend like you can't ever be forgotten. Yes, RDM, I totally fucking agree. You're a good friend, Rithik. You're a good friend. You are definitely a good friend. I still watch here and there recently. It's not for me. I get it. I respect it. I mean, it's like I say the Rogue Townie. Like Mr. Unforgettable. Look, he's talking shit. Everybody, this is my husband, Mr. Unforgettable. He's cuckoo. Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. The Rogue Townie, it's like I've said this in my platform yesterday. I'm not everybody's cup of tea. Not everything that I talk about people agree with. Oh, you met my husband too down at the Karen Reed trials, right? The Rogue Townie?
Who's that?
The Rogue Townie.
Who's that?
She met you once at the Karen Reed trial. I don't have a face to you. I'm trying to get a face to you. I'm trying to put a face to you, right? I don't know. Where did we meet, the Rogue Townie? I'm trying to figure it out. I'm sorry. I'm like slow. Malden. Oh, at the party? At the party? At the party? They met you at the party. At the JFK party.
Yeah,
The live podcast.
I'm not a
Yes, girl.
I'm not a problem guy.
Where were you? Where were you sitting? I'm trying to figure out. Oh my god, I'm trying to figure this out. I'm slow. Oh my god, where were you sitting? Was I sitting next to you? What were you wearing? Do you remember? It was so many months ago. Oh my god.
I'm a good guy. I don't like problem.
Oh god, it's unforgettable. Stop it. The Rogue Tony, I'm trying to figure out what you were wearing or where you were sitting. I'm so sorry. There were so many people I met that day.
I was wearing green. We had chocolate.
No, you wasn't wearing green, you liar. The day we were at the party? Yo, he's such a liar. Listen, let me tell you guys something, right? Es la bocina que no está tocando. He needs the, mira. He needs the fuse. No, I was in jeans and a cook coat. We met outside. Jeans and a cook coat. Oh shit, Rogue Townie. I don't remember. Oh my god. Rogue Townie, go look for me on Facebook. Go find me. Go find me. And add me so I could see, because there were so many people there. Jesus Christ. And I was talking to so many people outside. But yeah, like I said, Rogue Townie, I was talking about this yesterday. Where's the lighter? I'm not, oh, I got one. I'm not everybody's cup of tea. You know what I'm saying? So I get it. You don't, there's certain things that's not for you, but that's cool. I mean, maybe you pop in here and there for certain lives for them or whatever. Like here, there's certain lives that are not for everybody. You gotta find me. I'm gonna put my name on the I'll put my name in the chat so you can find me on Facebook. But yeah, everybody's not everybody's cup of tea, you know? Everybody, you know, there's certain shows that people like about me and certain shows that people don't like about me. And there's people that don't like my straightforwardness, and there's people that don't like how much I curse, like a sailor's mouth. Some people don't like certain things about me. Trust me, I get it. I'm not part of any of these platforms anymore. And the worst part is that her stepfather sexually abused her and her mother stayed silent and blamed the victim. Her mom just said, I yelled at him and that was it. No accountability, no justice. That's sad, Riddick. And you know what you got to do, Riddick? You got to help your friend heal. You're doing just a wonderful job sticking by your friend, Riddick. You're sticking by your friend. And you're doing a good job. You're a good friend. A very good friend. Hold on. I saw RDM comment up here. Oh, yeah. I see RDM. Hold on a second. At Riddick. So tell your friend I'm sorry for her loss. Oh, yes. Hold on. Mr. Unforgettable. I'm going to write it in the chat. Town Rogue. The Rogue Townie. Let me write my name on there. No, keep it open. Just go into the chat. Right here. Hold on, you guys. People have lost kindness. Hold on. I'm over here like listening to myself over here, you guys. Hold on. Find me over there so I can figure out who you are. I'd be slow like that. I put it in the chat. But anyways, yeah, thank you for that compliment, though. Thank you for that compliment. People don't like charisma. People don't like certain shit. People don't like me, and that's okay. Listen, I lost 1 subscriber yesterday. 1. And I gained like 8 so far. Slowly building my channel. Being myself. Being truthful. Being myself. Being real and raw. Because that's what this channel is about. The Unfiltered Corner, where we don't sugarcoat shit. We put it on the table and piss people off. That's what this channel is about. And we talk about real deep topics too. We talk about some heart-to-heart shit. So, I mean, everybody's welcome to, like roaches away from the light. Like roaches away from the light. Yes, RDM. I'm telling you, I always said it though. If people unfriend me or unsubscribe or stop fuckings with me because of the way other people feel about me, I'm fine with that. Because I'm not losing sleep over that. There's food on my table every fucking day. There's a roof over my head. I've always said it. The proper people will always come around and stick around. That's the way I see it. The people that left, that chapter is closed. The people who decided to leave, that's on them. It's their loss, not mine. I will, Kenzo. Like roaches away from the light. I like that though, RDM. You guys, I'm telling you, the proper people will come into your life. That's the way I see it, Rogi. You know? They will come. So, I mean, I'm chill. I let people pop lip about me, say stuff bad about me, say a whole bunch of shit. It is what it is. You can't please everybody. You can't please the world. I won't be everybody's cup of tea, and I can't expect to be either. That'll be ignorant of me to expect to be everybody's cup of tea and expect everybody to like me. That's just the way I see life. Now, there's people that can't accept that. There's people that can't accept that certain people don't like them. And they fucking have a tantrum or they get upset because people don't like them. Not me. Fuck that. If you don't like me, okay, keep it moving. That's the way it works in my book. Right? But you guys, y'all have been great. You guys have given me a lot of good insight on you. You Aquarius? Now I'm a Virgo, baby girl. I'm a Virgo. My birthday's coming up, baby. It's coming up next month. Well, even through a video can come the good ones. Absolutely, RDM. I agree. Even on here, the good ones come into my life. And they'll stay. They'll fucking stay. You're right, RDM. I agree. I'm a Virgo. Yeah. The Virgos don't take no shit. We're loyal. We say the truth. We don't sugarcoat shit. And we down. And we keep it 100 and a buck with people. And we stand 10 toes down. And we tough motherfuckers. Virgos are tough motherfuckers. But we're kind too. We're very kind people till you fuck with us. And then we see red. That's how I see Virgos. But you guys, anyways, I love listening to your insight. I like watching the stuff you guys are talking to me about. True Aquarius here, but we love Virgos. Aquarius, what month were you born? Just sent you a photo of me and the 3-month-old in Messenger. Okay, Brandy, I will go check it out now. I love the babies. I can't wait to be a grandma. The Rogue Townie, I got news the other day. I'm going to be a grandma. I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm a Cancer. You're a Cancer? January. Oh, January what, Rogie? Rogue Townie. What, January what? Because Mr. Unforgettable is a January baby. Yes, baby girl, I'm going to be a grandma. I'm excited. Oh, you and Mr. Unforgettable are there and there. Mr. Unforgettable is the 19th. Mr. Unforgettable, he's the 19th. He's right before you. Right before you. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm so excited, Rogue Townie. Thanks for tonight, 2 a.m. in UK. I needed to hear your unapologetic chat. Yes, thank you for being here. Much love to you guys, You can go find me on Facebook. I gave you guys my name on there. Add me. I have a group also called The Unfiltered Corner on Facebook. Just add me on Facebook, and what I'll do is I'll add you guys to the group. You can request. I can request you guys to be part of the group over there. I sometimes share stuff over there too. Or you can keep up with my page right here. But anyways, you guys, it has been a pleasure to be with y'all here tonight, talking shit, you know, sharing our experiences, giving much love, talking about everything, and learning together with you guys. It's been wonderful with you guys. It's been wonderful. I appreciate you guys showing me support. I feel like some people, their feelings of me have pushed people this way. And I'm appreciative of that. Sometimes things backfire on people. And it's for the good. But keep in touch, you guys. Much love. Thank you for being here in the Unfiltered Corner. I am your host, the Unforgettable. Much love. Much love from Mr. Unforgettable. And
DJ Kali.
Welcome to the Unfiltered Corner. Pull up a chair, leave the mask at the door. We talk about the things they hide. Real talk, real life, nothing brushed aside. We say what we mean, no games. We keep it real and raw. Let the truth come through. Judgment free zone. This space is for you. Come get comfortable, relax, get loose. Kick off your day, shake off that blues. Welcome to the unfiltered corner. It's true. The unforgettables here. And we're riding with you. And we're riding with you.
Have a good night, y'all. Peace. Much loving.
Yeah.
And what you say about the tool?
Hey, if you let people use it like a tool, you're gonna be ending in a mechanic shop.
Or on
And-
Snap-on?
And
Or Cornwall?
another stuff, yeah, the master keys for those haters.
Oh, have a good night, you guys. Peace.